Okay, shalom to everyone. This video I'm gonna be talking about answers to fleeing Babylon with no money. I was asked a very tough question from a subscriber. Okay, this is the question. I have no money. I don't have anything. How can I flee with no money? And this was a very tough question. I could not just. This is something I myself had to sit down and pray about it and try to give answers to this very difficult question. And this is the best answer that I can come up with, prayerfully consideration. Number one, this is first and foremost. Okay, you understand what's going on. You understand the command to come out of her, and you want to come out and you don't have the money. The first thing first, you must, and this is very important, you must seek him like you never seeked him before. You must pray and you must trust him. You must have, this is something that is beyond your control, and your trust will have to be in him 100%, not the Christian trust, and I'm going to explain that later on. This is a different level of trust. See, when our people was in the land, they trusted him. They did what they supposed to do, and they trusted him to send rain. This is the only way they survived. If he closed up the rain, he stopped the rain, that caused famine, and they died. They had to depend on him. And today it's twisted. We depend on the government, and this is one of the things that his son had to correct. Proverbs 3:5, it says, trust in Yahuah with all your heart, not some, not half. You're going to have to trust in him with all your heart and lean not to your own understanding. And again, this is very important. When I say pray, he knows your situation, but you let him know that how bad you need him and how bad you want to do what he says, but you need his help, and it will not get done unless you help me. This is what you need to say to him. Okay, number two, this is a tough one. I must say this. This is very tough for me to say this. Some people are not good stewards over their money, and they don't know how to manage money. This is a huge issue. This is a huge problem. I believe a lot of people, I know some people lose their jobs and then can't find work. I understand that. I get it. I know what's going on with the economy, and it's not going to get any better. I promise you. It's only going to get worse no matter what president we have in office. Democrat, Republican, it doesn't matter. We've already talked about the political arena. If you are not a good steward over your money, this will be an issue for you. And the next thing concerning the money, if you don't know how to manage money, this is a really good time to learn how to manage money. Now, I have to say this because he's not going to give you or have money come to you and you don't do what you're supposed to do with the money. It's not going to happen. Now, you can deceive people and you can say, I'm going to do this, and you do something different. That will be between you and the Most High, and you're going to have to give an account for that. Not me, not anyone else. You will have to give an account for that, and you should not. If you are righteous and keeping his commandments, you should not want to deceive anyone or take advantage of anyone. That shouldn't be in your heart. It shouldn't be in your mind. It shouldn't be a thought. You shouldn't be fighting that thought or that temptation. You should be honest. This is the best policy. The best policy is to be honest. There are ways to get money. Okay, you don't have anything. If you're homeless, you don't have a home to live in, find the nearest library. Go to the library. They have computers. They will allow you to use the internet. Use the internet. You must be able And if you're listening to this, you are using the internet. So you must have a way. This is what I would tell a homeless person that have nothing, to go to the library and start using the internet, because this is your means of getting money. And when I say getting money, again, I'm not talking no scamming. I'm not talking anything that's illegal. But this will be your ticket to get the money that you need. Each family is going to vary how much money you need. You need to calculate it. And don't try to get over on anyone. Don't try to get hundreds of thousands. You don't need hundreds of thousands. You only need tens of thousands. You only need a couple of just a few thousand, if not 10,000. You don't need hundreds of thousands. So don't try to get hundreds of thousands. And it's not difficult or hard to get thousands. It's not difficult to get 10 to 20,000. It's not a hard task. It's not as hard as you think it is. And again, with him, all things is possible. With man, it's impossible. There will be a few hurdles that you will have to jump over, but you must be willing to do whatever it takes. Okay, again, the prices for each family. You have a family of 3, a family of 5 or 6, they will need more money. So you have to calculate your expenses, how much it's going to cost, where you at. And again, each one, you may be coming from California. You're going to have to, and you're coming into the land. You're further away. If you're on the west coast of America, you're further away. So it's going to cost you even more. Okay, so what you need to do, this is what you do. You come over here and you create a GoFundMe account. You sign up. It's free. It's 100% free. I've checked them out. There's no strings attached. And this is how it's done. This is how you can do this. You sign up. Once you sign up, you have to put your goal down, the number that you're reaching. If your goal is 15,000 and you don't reach 15, you come up with 12, you can take the 12 and go. But your goal, you don't have to reach your goal, but that's the goal you want to reach, because evidently that's what you came up with. Again, don't try to get over on people. This is the worst thing you can do, to use this to get money and stay in Babylon and do whatever you want with the money. That's wickedness. Okay, the way this works, you can come over here and check it out. You have to do the legwork yourself. Once you get this set up, you really need to get it out. And how you get it out, you must use social media. This is a must. You must use social media to get this out. If you don't have any social media account, you need to get with people online that do, and then try to spread the word. And you want to spread this word within the truth movement. That's another key point. Someone that don't know anything about Babylon, don't know anything about the scripture, they're not going to want to give. But this needs to be done within the truth movement. Okay, second, once you do this, try to reach out to some of these Israelite camps. Put them on the spot. Let them know what you're doing. Put them on the spot and see what they would do. And this would be a test for this camp, because most of them have the wrong idea and the wrong mentality, and they're not in for help. They're not to help people. They are out to help their own people, and this is not correct. This is wrong. You should want to help those that's keeping the commandments. It shouldn't matter if you call on another name. They allow simple things like that to stop people. But here's the scripture on this, and let me show you that his people, we are the poor. Isaiah 10:2, to rob the needy of justice and to take what is right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. So he's talking about, not doing right, not doing just by the poor of his people. When I say put these camps on the spot, you will put these camps on the spot. Put your money where your mouth is. Okay, you say you all of that in the word, and you know him and you love him. It's action time. I'm trying to do this. Would you? And you're not asking much, because you're talking. When you're talking online, you're talking thousands of people, and so they don't have to give much to reach your goal. The next scripture, Isaiah 3:15. What do you mean by crushing my people and grinding the face of the poor, says Yahuah of hosts? And see, if they turn you down and say no, this is what they're doing. That's crushing my people and grinding the faces of the poor, because we're talking poor people here. We're talking people that's in need. And it puts them on the spot. It puts them in a predicament where they should act. Me personally, I have a family. I'm not wealthy. If I had money of wealth and, in your situations, and I can contribute something, but I would definitely contribute. But when it comes to the camp, there's money within the camps. You can bet on that. They're collecting money. They're from people all over the world. And, even some of them, they collecting tithes, but that's another story. That's the same Christian teaching that we got, that your money is your seed. Money is not a seed. I'm not going into that. But to prove my point, take a quarter, dig a hole in the ground, put it in the ground, water it, and see if will it grow. That's a Christian lie. We don't need Christian lies. We need truth. We need honesty. We need his word in these last days. This is the only way that we can survive. Let's see. Again, this was a very difficult question, and there are ways to do this, and this is the GoFundMe is the way to go. People that's, we are going to come together, but we're not going to come together until he do this. This is his thing. And people that's righteous, that's keeping the commandments, even some of those that's within those camps, they may do this. And this is how you would generate enough money where you can reach your goal and you can flee Babylon with no money. This costs nothing. This costs you nothing. I think they take 5% of what comes in, and you don't have to pay anything. You see, it says sign up free. This is absolutely free, and it's legitimate, and it's one of the best ways. I have a social media account, and again, I can help spread through what I have. Just let me know, and I will try to help out in any way I can, because I don't want to be responsible for not doing anything when someone asks me for help, and I could have used my social media account to let them spread their message. Here's a link. Go fund this person. Fund this. This is worth funding. This is of the Most High. He gave the command to come out, and he can make a way. He will have to lay it upon the people's heart to do this, and he can and he will. Again, you will have to trust him, not with a Christian trust. This is an Israelite trust. This is we know who we are trust. We know he always have his arms open for us. His ears is always attentive to his people, and he will do for his people. Even though we've been wicked time and time and time again, he's always there for the remnant. This is for the remnant. One other point while I have the time, he's showing favor within his borders. And once you get within his borders, favors will be shown, and you can get a job within his borders very easily. If you have any other questions, let me know. Shalom.